How did you come up with the name?
So part of what I like about it is someone always asks me that, and I get to tell the story. Yeah, so when you're naming a company, today the first thing you have to do is check the domain, right? Like you come up with a name and then you say, well, is the domain available? And so when I was first starting the company, we went through all of that, like, well, what about, take any combination of capital and technology and platform and network, nothing was available. And I was beating my head against the wall. And so then I went into thinking, well, are there like, foreign language or, nonsense words or something that I could use? And there's a poet that I really like named Edward Lear. He's an 18th century poet. He was a children's poet. People don't know his name, but he wrote The Owl and the Pussycat, and There Once Was a Man from Nantucket, like famous poems, which was children's poetry before it was taken over and to mean other things. But he was also famous for making up words that entered normal lexicon. And one of his poems is called The Scroobious Pip. And it did gain some notoriety more in Europe than here. But it's this 2-page poem. And the whole thing is this creature that enters the animal kingdom. And it's a little bit of every single type of animal in this one creature. And all the animals come and group around him in their groups. And they try to classify the Scroobious Pip. The whole poem is them saying, which of us are you? Where do you fit? And at the end of the poem, they celebrate it and they say, well, it is the Scroobious Pip, and that's what it is. And it's a happy ending. And so it really resonated with me. For those of us that don't pattern match, or we don't fit into a traditional classifier of who gets funding, that should not be held against us. That should be celebrated as a unique opportunity, and it should be a happy occasion. And so Scroobious stuck with me, and the domain was available, and I took it. And lots of people ask me if it means screw bias, which it doesn't, but also cool with it.